Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So as promised, I am finally coming to do my Q&A video. So a couple weeks back, I asked you guys to DM me on Instagram and ask me like a couple questions for me to answer about like myself or anything like that. So basically, yeah, so I'm gonna be answering some of your guys' questions. I also took some questions that I found online that I thought would also be interesting just to answer, just for shits and giggles or whatever. So yeah, let's get started. So honestly, these questions are kind of like randomized. Like I didn't really put them like in a specific order, so if they kind of leap around, I'm sorry. Try to like keep it relevant. But yeah, so there's about like 30 questions. So let's get started. So the first question is, what is your zodiac sign? As you guys know, it's February and it's the best fucking month. So I am of course an Aquarius. I honestly feel like a lot of the Aquarius personality traits, like I have them as well. And I'm not saying I fully believe in horoscopes or anything like that, but I do think that there is a certain truth to them. The second question is, what is your major and what do you want to be? So I am a kinesiology major. At first, I wanted to be a physical therapist and then personal trainer. And like right now, like the last couple months, I've been leaning towards chiropractor. But I don't know, so that's an open-ended question. 3, what is your 5-year plan after college? After college, I plan to be coming back from like traveling and stuff and possibly establishing a career, I guess. 4, what keeps you motivated? Honestly, this is kind of a hard question. I guess the number one thing that keeps me motivated is like, I guess, the pursuit of happiness. I know that's kind of a cliche, but it's true. Like, I feel like I don't necessarily try to do stuff for like other people. I try to do it for myself and for like my own happiness. And I know that sounds kind of selfish, but I feel like as humans we kind of have to be selfish, and like I feel like if you do something for someone, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, if that makes sense. So I would say pursuit of happiness is kind of my self-motivation. That's kind of how I motivate myself. 5, what is your biggest turn off / turn on? Biggest turn off, oh my god, like my biggest turn off is like when a guy tries to flex money on me. Cause like I am totally not a materialistic person, like whatsoever. So like when a guy tries to flaunt money to me, it's like a total no-go for me. I'm like, it honestly disgusts me like so much. And my turn on would probably be like if you're like grinding, like going to work all the time, like going to school and shit. Like I honestly think that's like pretty attractive. Like someone who has goals, someone who's motivated, like that's some good shit right there. 6, how satisfied are you with your rhinoplasty? Honestly, I'm fucking in love with it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm 1 month post-op now. Yeah, I think the swelling has definitely gone down and the scabbing down here is not that bad either. So honestly, I'm very happy with my results and everything like that. 7, where do you work and do you enjoy it? I recently got a job at Starbucks with Emily. I think we've been working there for like 4 months now. And I mean, it like has its upsides and downsides, but like honestly, like for it being like my first job, like officially, like I actually really like it. So yeah. 8, what is your favorite TV show? This is kind of one of the hardest questions because I have 3 in mind. It would either have to be The Office, Friends, or Shameless. Either or, I could binge watch those and rewatch them again and again, like so many fucking times. 9, what is your favorite song? So I don't really have a favorite song like at the moment, but like my all-time favorite song will always be Lose Yourself by Eminem. Like I listen to that song like all the time, like before a test, before like I like work out, before like I do anything that's like very, like I listened to that song before I got my rhinoplasty. Like that song has always been like kind of like an anchor for me, like it grounds me a lot. So yeah, I would say that's my favorite song. If you could describe your personality in 3 words, what would they be? Definitely independent, self-sufficient, and shit. I would say charismatic. Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe yourself, you know. But yeah, those would be my 3, I guess. Do you prefer to drink or smoke? All I'm gonna say is I'd rather do the second thing. 12, are you single? Yes, I am single. 13, what is the first thing you notice when you meet someone? Honestly, like physically, because this person wasn't specific. In physical, like what I first noticed is like their eyes, and like personality wise, I try to see if they're funny because I like people that are funny. 14, are you an introvert or extrovert? I'm definitely an introvert. I can be an extrovert, but like I tend to lean more into being an introvert. Who is your bestie? Emily Hoganya and my sister Janae. 16, if you could wish for something, what would it be and why? Honestly, if I could wish for like anything in the whole wide world, it'd probably be like a house for my parents, so like they wouldn't have to work anymore, because honestly I love my fucking parents. What is your favorite type of food? Okay, so like my favorite like food overall would probably be Asian food. Like I love pho, I love Chinese food, like I love Thai, like it's just like Asian food in general is so fucking damn good, so I would have to go with that. 18, what is the biggest quality you look for in a significant other? Ooh, probably the biggest quality I would look for in a partner is probably like loyalty. Like if you can hold it down for me, like you're a real one. 19, why did you quit boxing? So the reason why I quit boxing was because when I was moving to San Jose, I was trying to find a gym for me to train at, but I honestly didn't find one that kind of fit like me, so I kind of just like dropped it. Plus I got very busy with school and work, and it's kind of like a regret that I have, but maybe one day I'll get back to it, so you never know. 20, what motivated you to work out? Honestly, just like working out in general makes me feel like so good about myself, and like it's honestly a big stress reliever for me. So that's why right now, like that I can't work out, I just feel so like meh, because like I'm so used to like having like a routine, like working out, going to school, going to work, and right now that I don't have like the working out aspect, like there's so much stress, like school work, and there's like no way for me to kind of release that like kind of stress. So like I think the biggest thing that wanted me to work out is like not only feeling good about my body, but also like feeling good about like myself, you know. So like healthy mind, healthy body. 21, do you regret leaving Santa Rosa? As much as this might hurt some people, no, I fucking do not like being in Santa Rosa. Like I can be there like a couple like days and stuff like that, even a couple weeks, but after a while, honestly, it just like I just have so many like repressed emotions and memories from there that honestly I'm so happy I just got out of there. The next question, 22, who was your first love? My first love was Woody, honestly. Like he's my fucking son. Like I fucking love that dog so fucking much. I can't wait to see him again. Now that I started working, I haven't been able to see him as often, and honestly it just feels like a part of me is like gone until I see him, you know. 23, best memory from high school or college? My best memory is when it was after prom, and we had like our prom party, and like even though like I was a complete mess, hella drunk, hella crying and stuff, like I wouldn't change that day like for the world, you know. Like it was just a great kind of experience, and I got to be with all my friends and stuff like that. So honestly, prom party was the best. 24, what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is I do want to be a mother, and like I just don't want to, I guess, them grow up without like a full family, if that makes sense. Like I'm not trying to bash like people that don't have a mom or don't have a dad, you know, or either or, but honestly, like having both of my parents in my life was honestly like a huge thing for me, so I would want them to kind of experience the same thing as me. So yeah. 25, what is your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve is liars. I hate when people lie to me, especially if they lie to me in my face. Like, it just really, really irritates me. 26, what's the weirdest thing you've experienced? Oh, so recently I actually experienced false awakening, and if you don't know what that is, you should definitely look it up. It's super, super weird. It's only happened to me a couple times, but like, it's just so fucking freaky. It's kind of like sleep paralysis. It's honestly too long to explain like in a short video like this. Try to make a video on it, but you guys should definitely look it up. 27, what is one of your favorite things to do? One of my favorite things to do that I haven't been able to do is tradition. And you know, only little people are gonna know what I mean by this, but yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. 28, how many tattoos and piercings do you have? So I have my ear piercings, I had my septum, I had my nose, I had my nipples, I have a belly piercing, and then, so I had how many piercings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 7 because now I lost 3 or 4. And then I have this tattoo, which is upside down because you're supposed to read it the other way, but it's basically the horoscope signs, Aquarius and Leo, because I'm Aquarius and my sister and my mom are Leo. And I have another tattoo, but it's kind of faded, so I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it. It gets to say sorry. Now there's like kind of nothing there. So yeah, those are my piercings and tattoos. 29, do you have any weird qualities / skills? So honestly, I don't know if you guys are gonna believe me, but I feel like I have like a sixth sense. Not in the way that like people think like, oh, you can see ghosts and stuff like that, but I feel like I can kind of read someone based off their energies. Like, so for example, I'll meet somebody and like right off the bat I get like a certain energy from them, and depending what energy I get off them will determine like if I'm going to associate with them or not. So like there has been a couple times where like Emily will tell me like about this person and I'll meet them and all that, and we'll hang out, and then I'll be like, hey, like I don't really get a good vibe from so and so, and she'll be like, really, why? And then I'm like, I don't know, I just don't. And then like a couple months, weeks later, like they post some shady shit and I'm like, dude, what did I tell you? And like, I don't know, a lot of things have happened that like I can tell when people like giving off a bad energy or good energy. So like I'll kind of base my friendships off that kind of energy. So yeah, so I think that's kind of like a sixth sense a little bit. So yeah. And the last question is, if you had 1 month left to live, what would you do? So if I was like diagnosed with like a disease that's like terminal and all that, I think what I would do for a month would probably like half of the time hang out with like my family, like just dedicate time to them, and then the other half like I would, like, this sounds so like selfish and shit, but like I would honestly like leave and go travel like on my own by myself, kind of just to give like the last few days that I have to like reflect and shit. Probably like I would probably write and shit, like a journal or do recordings, and I would just like go ham and see everything, do everything, you know, kind of live those last experiences, and then, you know, just die. I guess die alone, because like I don't know, even though like I love my family and stuff, like I wouldn't want them to see me suffering, and you know, so I would just prefer me going out and like them remembering me as like an adventurous person that just like was like so like high off life and like just like loved going out and like doing new things, and like, you know, that's how I'd want people to remember me, not like just being stuck somewhere doing like nothing. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. Go give this video a thumbs up, go hit the subscribe button below, go follow me up in my social medias, and yeah, just stay tuned for my future videos. Alright, bye!